His real name is Marshall Mathers, but you probably know him as Eminem. He's the biggest selling artist of the past decade, earning 13 Grammys, 1 Oscar, and mountains of criticism for lyrics that are as profane as they are poetic. Whether you're a fan of rap or not, Eminem's life story is an extraordinary tale of success against all odds, a story he rarely talks about, and one we first told you about last October. Back then, we met up with Eminem in his hometown, Detroit, in order to find out how a white kid who never made it past the 9th grade was able to propel himself to the top of a predominantly African-American art form. When Eminem stepped out of the shadows last summer in Detroit in front of 40,000 people, it was a triumphant comeback for a superstar who had all but disappeared. Now 38 and sober, after struggling with addiction for 5 years, he has the energy and intensity of a boxer. A fighter trying to win from the crowd one simple thing.
Respect.
Respect.
Respect. You know, not to sound corny or nothing, but I felt like a fighter coming up, man. I felt like, I'm being attacked for this reason or that reason, and I gotta fight my way through this.
He's been fighting since he was a kid, living on the rough side of Detroit's 8 Mile, the road dividing the white suburbs from the mostly black city. 8 Mile is also the title of the critically acclaimed movie Eminem starred in, his character based largely on himself, an aspiring white rapper with a dead-end job, a troubled mother, and a dream of escaping his bleak life.
I mean, you still come back here?
Yeah.
To understand how Eminem got to where he is today, you need to know where he came from. Not just a broken home, but a series of them. Raised by a single mom, they lived hand to mouth, on and off welfare, constantly moving from one place to another.
So you had to change schools every couple months?
Yeah, I would change schools 2-3 times a year, and that was probably the roughest part.
The roughest and most formative. He was a shy kid in tough public schools and was frequently bullied.
You got beat up a lot as a kid?
Yeah, there was a lot of instances that I would.
You got beat up coming home from school?
Beat up in bathroom, beat up in the hallways, shoved in the lockers, just for the most part, man, just being the new kid.
He discovered rap as a teenager, and in its tough talk and street-smart sound, found his voice. After dropping out of high school, he began competing in local rap battles depicted in the movie. One-on-one verbal fights where the goal was to come up with the cleverest rhymes and the best insults.
Man, a dog, you embarrassed? This guy's a gangster? His real name's Clarence.
Hip-hop has always been about bragging and boasting, and I'm better than you with this, and I'm better than you with that. And I finally found something that, yeah, this kid over here, he may have more chicks, like he may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. You know what I mean? He can't write what I'm writing right now. And it started to feel like, maybe Marshall's getting a little respect.
That respect was hard-won. He was often the only white guy competing in underground clubs like this one.
Did you feed off the fact that people maybe underestimated you or didn't respect you early on?
Definitely. I think that, there was certainly like a rebellious, like youthful rage kind of in me. And there was also, the fact of the no getting away from fact that I am white, and this is predominantly black music, and people telling me you don't belong, like you're not gonna succeed because you're this color. Then you wanna show those people that, that you can and you will.
Ever since Eminem broke out from the underground and into the mainstream in 1999, he's amazed audiences and critics alike with his ability to tell stories through music.
Just gonna stand there, watch me burn.
And rapid-fire wordplay.
That means I'm on top of my game and it don't stop till my hip don't hop anymore. When you're so good that you can't say, cause it ain't even cool for you to sound cocky anymore.
He writes his own songs and delights in rhyming words others can't.
These palms are sweaty, these His weak arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote.
So I would start out slow.
We talked to him about how he does it in his private recording studio.
I've heard you say that you bend the words.
Yeah, it's just in the enunciation of it. Like people say that the word orange doesn't rhyme with anything, and that kind of pisses me off because I can think of a lot of things that rhyme with orange.
What rhymes with orange?
If you're taking the word at face value and you just say orange, nothing is going to rhyme with it exactly. If you enunciate it and you make it like more than one syllable, orange, you could say like, I put my orange 4-inch door hinge in storage and ate porridge with George. You just have to figure out the science to breaking down words and try to...
And do you think about this throughout the day? I mean, you're driving along, you think about rhyming words?
Yeah, all day. Yeah, I actually drive myself insane with it.
But it's interesting, I mean, for a guy who hated school, who, you know, was in the 9th grade 3 times, you spend all your time thinking about words.
I found that no matter how bad I was at school, like, and no matter how low my grades might have been at sometimes, I always was good at English.
But I heard that you used to read the dictionary.
I just felt like I want to be able to have all these words at my disposal in my vocabulary at all times, whenever I need to pull them out. You know, somewhere they'll be stored, like locked away.
His words are stored, but they're not exactly locked away. He actually keeps them in boxes.
So you store stuff in just boxes like this?
Yes.
Inside are hundreds of scraps of paper on which he's obsessively scrawled down words and phrases.
So, wait, this is a pad from a hotel in Paris, looks like.
Yeah.
And you just scribbled that, you have 4 little words just scribbled there. How do you even read this? This is tiny.
I know what it says, I guess. I don't know that I might use that actually.
They're not lyrics, really. They're just ideas that he collects. He calls it stacking ammo.
So it's just like when I
I've done
fill this
letters
up.
from crazy people, and they kind of look like this.
Yeah?
Sometimes, yeah. Either all in capital letters or sort of scrawled on pages like this.
Yeah, well, that's probably because I'm crazy.
The story will continue in a moment.